Okay. Okay, so this is my first, well, by the way, my name is Tashawn Murray, and I'm a writer. This is my first time going live. Uh, so bear with me. Um, I first off want to let you know that I have a Facebook writing group. It's called Storytellers Collaborative for filmmakers, writers, screenwriters, and authors. And you can find it at www.facebook.com/groups/aspiring talent. So that is where you can find me. It is a private group. We have about 95 members, and this is definitely something that you would want to be a part of. I'm actually going to read the description of the group so that you'll have a better idea on what the group is about. So I'm going to go ahead and move this a little bit over here. So bear with me. Okay, so there we go. So let me get the entire description for you about the group. Okay. Okay, here we go. So again, it's called Storytellers Collaborative for filmmakers, authors, screenwriters, and writers. And let me just read to you about the group. Again, it is private. Okay. This group is a learning and teaching platform for writing, script writing, self-publishing, publishers, book and film agents, websites, book/teaser covers, marketing, social media, critiquing, and more to help members to succeed. Please feel free to share your advice, resources, knowledge, guidance, and more. This platform is for members to motivate, inspire, empower, and encourage one another. Members may be interested in becoming better readers for other members. It would be beneficial for better readers to write a detailed review after reading the book. Bloggers interested in publishing reviews, Q&As, participating in blog tours, guest posts, features, and more, please reach out to our members. Members are welcome to share your blog posts, resources, current statuses, Q&A, upcoming events, news, announcements, working projects, finished projects, and more related to the purpose of our group. If you have any ideas or suggestions for this group, we welcome your input. We hope you enjoy this group. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact the moderators. We look forward to meeting and growing with you. Happy writing. So again, this is a private group on Facebook, and it's called Storytellers Collaborative for screenwriters, filmmakers, authors, writers. And we have 95 members, and it is a Facebook group. The link is www.facebook.com/groups/aspiring talent. So that's ASPIRINGTALENT. So what I plan to do on this live YouTube is I'm going to be writing my chapter 13. I'm actually going to pretty much, I want to open my chapter with dialogue, but I need some more work on that area because in my first book, I haven't opened my chapter at all to dialogue. So this is something that is going to be new to me. And so I got like my book. It's called, here we go, Creative Writers, Exercises for Dummies. And of course, my notebook, so that I can take notes. I also need to plan out my chapter as well. So anyhow, I hope that my video inspires others that are writers and authors or screenwriters to take the time out tonight and be encouraged and motivated to write your book or whatever you're writing. And also in the process, I'm going to be pretty much what I'm learning, I'm going to be speaking out loud so that everyone can hear me, so that it can help you as well. And tonight it's going to be specifically on dialogue, more so opening up the chapter to dialogue. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can type it in the live chat and I will respond back. Again, my name is Tashawn Marie. I am a writer. I'm writing my first book. It's a realistic literary fiction. It's a trilogy. So the first book is called I Am Faith. And it's pretty much my life with the fictional twist. And it's on the battered woman syndrome. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get started. And again, this is my first time doing a live on YouTube. So yeah, so this is exciting for me to do this with YouTube and with everyone that is on YouTube who is going to tune in to my channel. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First off, let me get this out. I already know what my chapter 13 is going to be about. So I'm going to just go ahead and trying to get my notes together here. I use mind mapping for my for writing chapters, but I think that I want to go a different route, and I don't know what I did with my cell phone. So I want to go a different route, and what I want to do is it's actually on my Evernote. I think this is a better idea. I mean, because all of my chapters I was using mind mapping and so forth. And I want to try something different. And it's called the 3-act story plotting. And I've been doing that lately and it's really been helping me. So I hope it helps you guys. I did do a blog on it. You can go to my blog. It's Faith Series Writing Journal. Faith Series Writing Journey .wordpress.com. So again, it's Faith Series Writing Journey .wordpress.com. So it has a lot of information to help writers and authors. It also talks about my book and the different critiques I've had and just a little bit of everything. I featured some authors on it too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I like how Evernote has the template for 3-act story plotting, and I've already used this one, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new one for a new chapter. Also in the Evernote, it has the templates for self-publishing checklist, story dashboard note, world building questionnaire, character biography, character profile worksheet, character master list, story time excuse me, story timeline tracker, 3-act structure, um, chapter outline, and that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 3-act structure. The 3-act structure is a classical method of storytelling with clear beginning, middle, and ending phases. The second act is typically much longer than the others and can be treated as 2 sections divided by a climatic midpoint. This template covers the basics, but feel free to add as many details as you want, as you wish. So basically, if you guys are interested in going this route and doing the templates that are in Evernote, which I definitely would suggest. All you need to do is type in the search. You might want to type in writing templates, Evernote, or type in book templates, Evernote, and it will come up. And the cool thing is when you get into the site, it will, if you already have Evernote downloaded on your cell phone or your laptop, you can go ahead and it will automatically, once you log into your Evernote, it will automatically be saved into your Evernote. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Let me just need to get a blank sheet out. I did a writing, I was a part of a new writing group that started yesterday because it's after 1:00 now. And it was really awesome. It was 5 of us. So I've been like very just motivated, inspired, and just really interested in just focusing on writing my book. I have taken a break for a little bit just because so much is going on in my life, and I just want to really get more focus. And being in that writing group kind of like really got me back interested in finishing my book. I did some Facebook Lives as well afterwards, and I just actually I I deleted one video because my book is a very touchy subject because it has to do with my life. So it was just I wasn't ready to share my book with the world publicly like I thought I was. So I went ahead and I put it on private. So, but there is about, I think like around 90 people that were on my live. So if so it's okay. So for those that weren't on my live, it's, there's nothing I can do about that because I just didn't want to keep it up on my page. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use a little bit of everything, my notebook, my Evernote, and then the book that I have, Creative Writing Exercises for Dummies. So the opening scene, so act 1 is the beginning. Opening scene, so that's what I want to do. I want to open the scene up to dialogue. And then act 1, the beginning, also says setup, which scenes that introduce the characters' world, introduce supporting characters, and point to changes to come. And then inciting incident, the surprise moment that turns the protagonist's world upside down and kicks off the main plot. And then you have the call to action. How do the characters react to the inciting incident? What choice must the protagonist make? So for right now, I'm not going to deal with the template. I pretty much want to take some notes from the book that I am reading to help me figure out how I want to go about opening my chapter 13. So give me 1 second. Okay, so basically, I kind of put little stickies there so I know exactly where I need to start. So I'm actually going to start with this one. This is actually the second sticky. Okay, so this one is, hold on a second. Maybe it's first sticky. Yeah, never mind. I'm going to start with the first sticky because that's pretty much what I'm really needing. Yeah, this is, let me just make sure, because there was one section that specifically said opening the chapter with dialogue. Let me go to the front of the page. What page was that? It was page 66. There's so many ways to open up a chapter. This way is the one that I want to do for chapter 13. And why do I not see it? I saw it right before I started this video. You know what? Let me go to the back of the book. Okay, maybe this is it. Here we go. So chapter 17, writing a gripping opening. Speaking from the start, dialogue openings is actually page 220. So I was way off. And come to find out, my tab was right. I was looking at the wrong page. I should have just flipped the page over a little bit. Okay, so speaking from the start, I'm going to stop reading so I can take notes. So if you have a pen and paper, you definitely want to get it out so you can take notes as well. Okay, so speaking from the start, dialogue openings. I've heard people say that you should never start a novel with dialogue. And so perhaps that's why all this section's opening lines have a mixture of dialogue and prose. The great thing about dialogue is that it gets straight into the characters and the action. It's immediate and compelling, as if readers are overhearing a snatch of an intriguing conversation. In this quote, the whole premise of the novel is made clear. Okay, so then I'm going to skip all of this. Okay, yeah. So even though this book said that people say you should never start a novel with dialogue, I read somewhere else that it's actually a good thing to start your chapter with dialogue, not all the time, but just sometimes, and only like for 10 lines. So what I mean by 10 lines is 10 dialogue lines. So let's see here. Intriguing readers with all narrator openings. Let me see. I'm trying to get to just go straight into it. Okay, then holding on for an exciting ride, dramatic events. This is not really helping me right now as I'm reading. Yeah, I'm not gonna, this really doesn't help me in regards to opening a chapter with dialogue. Let's go ahead opening with okay. Give me a second. All right, so this is really not really helping me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little sticky out because really this did not help me one bit. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my other sticky right here. And this is developing your dialogue writing skills. So while I'm learning more about that, I'll be able to figure out how I want to start my first opening to chapter. I said my first opening. How I'm going to want to start my chapter 13 opening. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see. I don't want to just read everything to you guys, but I just want to see what's important in here. Okay. Yeah, this is not what. Okay, so I need to conveying individual. Okay, give me a second. I don't really need this. Nope, I don't really need to go into this. Sorry. Yeah, this is not what I need. Let's see. That's one thing I like about this book is like you can go to directly what you need opposed to like having to read everything that you don't need. It has everything broken down and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. I'm so tired. It's 1:33. I'm not going to stay up too late tonight. But I do want to accomplish something. So in my writing. Okay, so I don't need this more so. Let's see. Yeah, this I don't need. Sometimes I'm very hard on myself. I think if I just like take my pen or get on my Scrivener, I could just type away and see where it takes me with the dialogue. But I'm kind of being really hard on myself because I want everything I want to do things like the right way. And what I mean by the right way is like, I want to just learn more so that when I do write the dialogue, it's more, what am I trying to say? I can write dialogue better than me just thinking, how, writing the dialogue is just, to me, how it is. But I know that there's so much more to dialogue that I don't know. And so I want to learn and implement it. You know what I mean? Um, but if I don't see anything here, then I'm just going to go ahead and keep it moving, and just start free writing and the dialogue. Because right now I'm not seeing anything I need, and nothing to discuss with you guys. Oh God. And I'm yawning away. Okay, I don't need this. Okay. Don't really need this. Okay, no, I don't need to worry about this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah, see, this is like, really, I don't need to go into it. Okay, so basically, this is not what is going to help me. Let me take this sticky off. I love these stickies. I don't know if you guys use them, but I love it. Excuse me. So thirsty. Okay, so let me go back up here. See if there's anything else on dialogue that will help me. No. I might just have to go with what I am planning on doing now that this is really not helping me, specifically on dialogue. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I don't need. Okay, here we go. In chapter 4, creating drama through dialogue. So let's see what's going on with chapter 4, page 47. Okay, so creating drama through dialogue, discovering effective dialogue, developing your dialogue dexterity, seeing when and how dialogue works best. Okay, I think I found what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Now this says, whether you're writing a novel, a play, a film script, or a memoir, you need to master the art of dialogue. to reveal aspects about your characters and to express conflicts between them. So, dialogue is a wonderful tool because it enables characters to speak directly, giving readers explicit access to their thoughts and personality. In addition, lively, snappy dialogue is quick to read and breaks up long slabs of text, making your story more readable and enjoyable. In this chapter one, introduce, wait, in this chapter, I introduce you to the vitally, important skill of writing convincing dialogue, including specific issues relating to choosing a situation, conveying conflict, and implying subtext. Okay, so recognizing great dialogue. Let's see where I want to go with this. Writing effective, successful dialogue takes a lot of practice. You need to take the time to really listen to what people say and the way that they say it. As you go about your day to day business, make a point of actively listening to how people speak, the words they use, the inflections in their voices, and any mannerisms or quirks of speech. Pay attention to accents and to people of different ages and backgrounds, and then jot down phrases that you overhear. Also, read lots of dialogue. Look at plays and screenplays to see how the dialogue works and how, in film scripts especially, a little dialogue goes a very long way. Remember that convincing dialogue is all about producing sound and the rhythm of speech. Writing good dialogue is more like writing poetry or music than ordinary prose. And in that, it needs to be concise, sound good when read about, and provoke an emotional response in the reader. The best way to get your dialogue right is to write lots of it. One great approach to creating lively, realistic dialogue is to practice writing dialogue with another person. If you have a friend who's also a writer or just willing to help and have some fun, arrange to sit down and write dialogues together in which you each control one person in the conversation. Not only is this great fun, but it also helps show you how real dialogue works. One person can't control what the other character says. So I hope this is helping. I'm reading word for word on some of these paragraphs that I think are going to help you and further with following readers to ask a question and write a dialogue in which the second character keeps changing the topic of conversation to his own agenda. Okay, so okay, so what I just read is actually building up. Like, for instance, write a dialogue in which one of the characters is trying to draw out the other one and asking questions. Basically, go right into the story, and they don't think about the I'm trying to say. I said the consequence. Was thinking about my kids right now. And they're in trouble they have their controller taken. Why that came to mind. As I was reading, I think I just need to go to sleep because this is just ridiculous. I was reading and then like I went south. So read you ask when you write your story, be able to answer their characters isn't listen to the other. That's pretty much disrespectful. That can create drama where you have one character is like trying to communicate and the other character just doesn't want to listen. That can, cause issues for two people who causes issues. When feel like, oh, what I'm saying is not important, or you know, you're just not getting what I'm saying because you're not listening, you're not paying attention, and like that. The next thing is a dialogue in which the second character keeps changing the topic. That can cause a conflict as well when the person you're talking to wants to completely change, like you're unimportant, what you're saying, and maybe they don't want to hear what you're saying. Maybe they just basically don't care about what you're saying. Excuse me. So, drafting and developing dialogue. I'm going to take a step back and I want to go into while you're writing further with the three following ideas. So, basically, I kind of want to write the three ideas, and I think it would be like very helpful for when I write chapter 13. Okay, so I'm just gonna put dialogue, and then I'm going to actually, let's see here, write the three following ideas that will help me write my book in chapter 13. So the first one, of course, is writing dialogue to where your readers have to, have questions where you're going to have to answer. So basically, we want the the readership to ask questions. It could be one, and excuse me, it could be more than one. So I just wanted you guys to know that. Then number two, write dialogue in which one of the characters isn't listening to the other. So basically, I'm going to put it's not a two-way conversation. Actually, I need to go back here and see exactly where I'm at with this. I'm just going to put it at the top. Creating drama through dialogue. Okay, so we got that. Just going to make a line right through here. Okay, so then number three. Write a dialogue in which the second character keeps changing the topic of conversation in his own agenda. Yeah, okay. So number three, I'm going to put in which the second character keeps changing the topic of conversation in his own agenda. Okay, so basically, for number 3, I'm going to write how one of the characters changes the topic. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so change the topic during a conversation. Usually that happens when, of course, you guys know, when there's a serious question and instead of answering the question, they're going to ignore the question like you didn't even ask that and change the topic into something else. And then before you know it, you forgot what you asked. So, I mean, not asked, you forgot what you asked. You forgot the salute. God, I'm so tired. Change the topic during a conversation. I'm just going to put the other character so I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So there's many reasons why someone does not want to open up about telling the truth. So they end up changing the topic. I think that's kind of like maybe yeah. Okay, so drafting and developing dialogue. This is what I really need because I'm about to be drafting my my chapter 13, which I'm opening up to dialogue. So I'm going to read this to you guys real quick. Drafting and developing dialogue. Most dialogue takes a while to write well, which is why many writers write far more dialogue than they finally use, discarding much when revising their work. Writing the dialogue without worrying about it too much in the first draft is still important, though, because the more dialogue you have to play with, the more chance you have of coming up with that telling phrase that really conveys what you want to say. In this section, I describe some fundamentals and cover the particular skills of creating face-to-face dialogue and phone dialogue when your characters can't see each other. And then it goes into talking about dialogue basics. There are so many bases. Yeah, it's a lot. I can't even keep going because I'm like really exhausted, really, really, really tired and ready to go to sleep. But I'll just read the subtitles. One is keep dialogue short and to the point. 2 is never use dialogue to tell readers something they know already. Use speech tags sparingly. Lit out your dialogue in the conventional way for the medium in which you're writing. So, and it breaks it all down I'm really not going to break it down because how long have I been on so far? 45 minutes, but I'm getting so tired. So write a dialogue of your own as tense as this one. Um, don't write more than 10 words per line. Don't let your characters answer the question. They're asked with more than minimal information. Um, One of the main problems when writing dialogue is deciding how much to um, let the dialogue stand on its own and um, how much readers need explained about the book. Um, explained about the character. Sorry, explained about the characters' thoughts and feelings and what's going on around them and when they talk. The only suggestion I can give is for you to practice writing a lot of dialogue and gradually developing an instinct for when it works and when it doesn't. Um, for when it works and when it doesn't. Okay, and then we go into the discovering exercise, helps you develop your dialogue writing skills. I actually Um, the following exercise helps you develop your dialogue writing skills. And then it gives you so many different exercises to do that really is going to help you in the long run. But I'm going to sticky here to where I stopped. Because I can tell like I'm getting really doing this live video because I am just beyond tired. But this is where I left off. And I'll go more into this dialogue when I'm more awake. It's been a long day. So I'm so sorry I'm cutting this short. And I hope you guys did learn something. I've been on here for an hour, almost about 50 minutes. And I don't want to go into anything further because I feel myself like drifting off. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope you guys learned something. I know I did not draft anything as of yet. I'm going to make a note of it to actually do it tomorrow. So I think what I want to do is when I'm more awake is start another YouTube page where it's specifically on writing because I want to do this more often. And I think it's good. It's going to be good for everyone. Again, I have a Facebook group. It's called Storytellers Collaborative for filmmakers, screenwriters, authors, and writers. So it's www.facebook.com/groups aspiring talent. So again, it's www.facebook.com/groups/aspiring talent. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this live. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you come over and join the private group. Other than that, I'm going to say good night and get ready for bed because I am just, goodness gracious, you just know it's time for me to go to sleep and start a fresh day tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm not sure sure if it's going to automatically post to my page or not. So we'll see. But in the meantime, I will be back on hopefully tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to do at least one video per day to stay focused. I really want to get my book written. I'm on chapter 13. I have a deadline for myself. I have a word count deadline. So I really want to really take the time out to focus on it and at the same time help others while I'm helping myself. So anyways, have a blessed night. I know it's 2 or 3 in the morning. So yeah, so have a blessed night. I'm going to try to do these YouTube lives more so during the daytime or the evening. 9 times out of 10, it'll be the daytime. But this was spur of the moment. It was kind of late. I just happened to just do it and see what happens. So yeah. All right. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.